This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday evening. I'm James Spann. We stay warm and muggy through midweek with a few scattered storms. The big question, when does the cooler, drier air arrive? It's a very hard question. It's going to be sometime this weekend, and let's see if we can find an answer for you. Let's go in there and take a look out the window with Skycam shots. First off, coming from Tuscaloosa. That's our camera on top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, and that is Bryant-Denny Stadium. Will it rain for the football games in the state this weekend? Again, that's a big question we'll try and answer. Up north, that's the Tennessee River in Decatur. Got some towering cumulus clouds off in the background. Some of those have popped into storms today. And across the state line, our Skycam at Tupelo, Mississippi. Still got the flat 588 ridge across the deep south, so the weather's just not changing much. But the northern branch getting interesting with a big dip, a trough beginning to form over the northwest United States. It's pulling down some much colder air up there. There's the radar at 238, and when we say widely scattered showers and storms, that's what we mean. Raining around Anniston, storm sitting over Carbon Hill, raining around Vernon and Lamar County. These things are not moving much. They'll dissipate. Others will form. Hit and miss, and we'll see the same thing tomorrow. Temperatures are mostly in the upper 80s to near 90 around here. 90s to the west of us over Texas and Oklahoma, but yes, temperatures only in the low 40s near the Canadian border. Cut Bank, Montana, struggling to get out of the 30s. And by golly, that air mass is dropping south, and we'll catch the edge of it at some point this weekend. The big question is when. Flash flood watches up north. Much of Wisconsin, some of the adjacent states, including Chicago and Des Moines. And again, we have flash flood watches off in the western U.S., basically western Colorado, southern Utah, down into parts of Arizona, where they've still got the monsoon moisture. Severe weather possibilities later today and tonight. A fairly large risk, the standard slight risk, from Kansas and Nebraska over through Iowa, northern Missouri, into northern Illinois near Chicago. And then tomorrow, a risk of severe weather from St. Louis up to Indianapolis, Detroit, and Cleveland. All of that stays north of here. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning, suggesting about 1/2 inch. Tropical weather. Little wave is just east of the Bahamas. The NHC guys are watching that. And we have the other wave in the eastern Atlantic. That has the best chance of getting its act together. Again, it's trying to show some banding features. This might become Tropical Storm Edouard, but again, the deal is it's going to be moving north of 20 north in 3 or 4 days, and traditionally they recurve. The ensembles, most members recurve it, not all, but most, and I think as a big trough begins to form over the eastern U.S., the recurvature is very likely, so odds of that bothering us are very, very small. All right, model fans, the GFS Global Forecast System. This is valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 500 millibars. And you can see the troughing developing over the northern half of the nation. Still got the ridge here. Down below that, a deep surface low is north of Detroit, with a trailing front down through Indianapolis and Tulsa, and a 1,034 millibar high pushing down into the northern states, the 540 thickness line into the continental United States. How about that? And for us, tomorrow, like today, very warm, a few widely scattered showers. High should be relatively close to 90. Thursday, that surface low is north of Maine, up in eastern Canada. The trailing front is running from near Columbus, Ohio, down to about Oklahoma City. So, again, for Thursday, during the day, I'm not so sure it rains a lot, but as the front sags southward, that could bring an increase in the number of showers and storms late Thursday afternoon or Thursday night. And this is Friday. It's a battle. We've got the 588 ridge down here, strong trough digging down through the upper Midwest. And big old 1034 millibar high that's over Nebraska. And the cold front is near the northern border of Alabama on Friday. But again, we stay in relatively moist air, so this might be the day with the best coverage of showers and storms, Friday. Not that it's going to rain all day, but it could rain at any time. There could be some rain around for the high school football games Friday night, so keep that in mind. All right, the GFS is waffling. That's never good for confidence. This morning it had the front holding up Saturday near Interstate 59. Well, now it's got the front below Montgomery. And if you buy into this, it'll be a beautiful day. Sunny, less humid, no rain. But the European run hangs the front up closer to Interstate 59, and it has showers right on through here. This is 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. It's suggesting some rain around Tuscaloosa and Birmingham and Anniston. So I think for the moment, we're just going to still mention a chance of showers from Birmingham south. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden south. To the north, a good chance Saturday will be dry and less humid. It all depends on where you are. And then Sunday, everybody gets into drier air. It should be a sunny day. The humidity value's lower, nights cooler. Maybe a few upper 50s up in North Alabama. The high should be in the low to mid 80s, very comfortable. This is Monday of next week. You can see we've still got that 588 ridge with the trough axis north of us, and that would suggest a dry day for most of the state. But clearly with that ridge holding, it's going to kind of keep the really cool air north of us. You're not going to need a jacket or a sweater, but the humidity should come down. Nights a little cooler by then. And a week from today, the moisture limited to southeast Alabama. And off in the tropics, we note a system in the Atlantic that might be Edouard, but that should be recurving. And then one, again, near the tip of Baja California. And by golly, that might send more tropical moisture up toward Phoenix, which is, oddly enough, a place that doesn't need any more rain in the middle of the desert. We'll check the end of the forecast September 25th, and the consistency has not been good here, but that looks fairly quiet, dry air mass in place, and again, evidence of a tropical system in the Atlantic and one near the southern tip of Baja. Temperatures for the next 15 days coming down. Next week, see a few days with highs only in the upper 70s, lows down around 60. Next week looks relatively comfortable. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.